Hi everyone, welcome back again. Same day where we left off, but it's time for Ruch now. Today Ruch is playing against Korona Kielce. Must-win game, but I can say that for every game that Ruch is playing this season. But it will be a difficult one because Korona Kielce is undefeated now for 9 games. Even though they're not that high on the table. But I guess on the bright side, Ruch hasn't been defeated at home for 2 games now, so I guess there's that. Let's see if Ruch can get to the double figure points before the end of the year. It is pretty windy, so I don't know if the audio is picking this up. I guess it will be. But it's going to be like ice cold in the stadium because it's a big stadium, very open. Lots of wind, suffering. And to make things even better, I just got the notification that Pusha scored the 2-1 against Gornik. So the gap between Ruch and Pusha is increasing as we speak. Welcome to Silesian. So the last thing I heard was at least 12,000 people. So for a cold Sunday afternoon, it's pretty good. Could be worse. Apologies for the light. It took a couple of beers to recover from the ending of this match. But yeah, we were this close to finally seeing a Ruch victory. I don't know, maybe it's just not meant to be. This was very, very sour. But yeah, about the game. First half, Korona should have wiped Ruch off the table. Their one-touch combinations between midfield and attack, like Ruch had no answer to that. Like they were cutting them apart, and they should have like scored like 2 goals, I think, at least. Like the first half from Ruch's side was just garbage, like complete garbage, total write-off. But Ruch was also sitting way too deep. No pressure on the ball. Like whenever a Korona player had the ball, the gap between him and the Ruch player was like 1 meter, 1.5 meters. Like there was no pressure, like there was no intent to go for the ball. But Ruch started the second half much better, probably because of all the pressure from the crowd. But they finally started putting more pressure on the Korona side, on their defense, on their midfield, and that led to the goal. It was a good counter. Stepan, you know. And in the end, we're this close. Literally, just 1 minute of extra time too much. Again, extra time. But yeah, Ruch, that first half, that should be forbidden. That's just not allowed. That should not be allowed. Positives I can mention. Ruch is still undefeated at home in Silesian Stadium. So that's one. Second one. The second one. They managed to get the double figures, 10 points now. Unfortunately, Puszcza beat Górnik today. So they're now 6 points ahead from Ruch. But I do keep getting the faith that it's going to happen before the year's end. It's going to happen. Ruch will win their second game of the year. And we will be there for it. So stay tuned. But yeah, that was round 16 in Polish football. Unlike last round, it was much more spectacular, much more drama, much more pyros. So thanks for joining me for this round. Please like and subscribe. We'll see each other next weekend. Baba. I don't know. I'm a bit tipsy. Baba.